Hey guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up or give me a LNC right now. LNC stands for loud and clear, right? Okay, while you're waiting, already do me a favor, like and share to many of your friends right now. All right, today will be fun. Today there'll be loads of stuff to take note. Okay, many important stuff to take note. Yeah, loads of stuff. Okay, good morning once again to all of you. This is Cal, Alex. Hey, good morning to you. Morning to you, Terry, Janet, Matthew, Chiha, and Norman. Wow, there's a lot of new friends today. All right, guys, good morning to all of you. Like and share right now to your friends if you want to know more about what will likely be happening later this week. All right, as you know, this week we have a key caption. So let me just go to the caption right now. Okay, let's go. Morning to you, Evas. Well, that's pretty early. Okay, all right. Okay, get myself set up. Ready, go. Okay, wow, all the emoticons are all flying everywhere. That's cool. All right, guys, good morning once again to all of you. Right, thank you for all the strong support yesterday. It was a really fantastic one as well. All right, today is the 25th of April, Monday. Today. Look at the caption. Now, there's no typo error. It is exactly what I want to tell you. 28th of April is a very important day. All right. Nothing about horoscope, no hocus pocus, no planetary stuff, even though there is. But 28th April is going to be a very, very important day for all traders. Now, it doesn't mean that it must be bull or bear. All. Generally, bull or bear, this 28th of April will be very, very critical. And I'll tell you this, it's going to make or break your account. Make means you're going to make so much money beyond your expectation. Break your account, that means your account may go to zero if you actually got the wrong side of the market. This is going to be really scary, yeah? All right. So that's the reason why today itself, I will want you to really pay a lot of attention, especially when I cover into the last part before we go to the chart form, whereby we talk about the alternate market views. This is going to be very, very important, okay? All right, so quickly now, like and share with your friends, okay, with regards to all this, okay? Okay, let me just prepare myself. Okay, now, of course, today you can see from my background, we have news. Oops, okay, we have news. Refer to Netflix, of course, later on. Then I think that Macron has won the election. Pretty sure he has won it. All right, the gap is there. And of course, we have Singapore reopening. All right, that's a good one. But while we are enjoying a little bit on our side, China is having a big issue, especially Shanghai side. Right, apparently some people there is really, really pretty pissed off with the current situation. All right, I'll cover this more in details. And with that itself, let's go. All right, let's start our morning MAO. All right, disclaimer apply as usual, my friends. My job is to make sure that you guys make money from the market. Your job is to make sure that you do your risk assessment. This is going to be very important. All right, traders, you must understand that at the end of the day, I can only help you that much. You have to make your own final decision. And please make sure your risk management is taken care of. Very important. So let's talk about the first joke of the day this morning. All right, now look at this particular cartoon. Okay, now you can see that this is the dummy flying the plane. All right, the dummy. This is dummy. Can you see that the dummy? Okay. Okay, let you take a look here yourself. This is the dummy. Yeah, this dummy itself is flying the plane. Now this plane is the red height plane. Okay, now the thing is this is Uncle Sam apparently. Okay, so Uncle Sam is flying on top of the plane and expecting a soft landing, right? Because if it's going to be a hard landing, Uncle Sam will be hurt. But the question is this is a dummy, right, in a way. So if this dummy already tell you, soft landing, the way is coming down in this manner. So what is happening now is that the Federal Reserve is like acting in a way as if that they really must rate hike ASAP. If not, inflation will go beyond what they call expectation. But the thing is this, I thought we have already all priced in. The current rate right now is right, even though we don't know, but the Fed fund rate tools already tell you at 2.5 to 2.75%. But apparently, the market got shocked on Friday as if that the first time they hear 50 basis point. Now, to me, it's all wayang, meaning it's all show. The market, all of us know that it's going to be a 50 basis point from last week. And the market actually rallied during a period of time. But suddenly, just because Jerome Powell reiterated the 50 basis point on Friday, the market go crazy and then start to sell down for more than 1,000 points. To me, it's just a show because the market already knows about it. So in my opinion, it's all right. This is like a very interesting cartoon, like back in 1981. Let me read this off to you. This is a cartoon, by the way. Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, on Wall Street today, news of lower interest rates sent the stock market up. Okay, fair enough. But then the expectation that this rate would be inflationary sent the market down, until the realization that lower rate might stimulate the sluggish economy, push the market up. What the hell? Before it ultimately went down on fears that an overheated economy would lead to a reimposition of higher interest rates. All right, I think it's even I was reading this first time, like, what the hell are we talking about? Then I realized it's a joke. Now you notice that, right? This is how the world works. One moment they tell you that interest rate is bad, it's going up. So therefore, that means that the stock market must come down. Okay, so we buy that initially. But then after that, then you say, okay, high interest rate means the economy is doing well, so you should buy stocks. Okay, then stocks go up. So the question is this: so high interest rate is good or bad? It's all purely dependent on the point itself, whether the boys have bought it before that or they sold it before that. If the boys want the market to go up first, if the boys want the market to go up, sorry, my bad, yeah? What will they do? They will send the price goes down first. Then when the price is down, they'll tell you that what happened to the stock market with a narration. So you will think that, okay, market is bad, so you dump your shares. And the boys suck in, accumulate, and then get the whole of the supply. And then after that is how, using money, they push the stock market higher. And when that is done is how, the money is on them. But once the stock goes higher, you're confused, but the stock is going higher, right? Then they'll tell you that, okay, actually, it doesn't matter. Higher interest rate means the economy doing well, therefore, it could go higher. And then after that, what happened? You get, oh, okay, let's go buy back again. And when you buy, the boys sell back to you. So you realize that, right, this is not just a zero-sum game. It's a very big, interesting game whereby the retailer will always be chasing after it. So that's the reason why it's all right. Some people will prefer to tell you that, buy high, sell higher, the theory. Because doesn't mean that buy low, sell high is good. Now, I totally disagree with that. I know by saying this out, I may rub some salt here and there, but to me, it's all right. Buying low in an uptrend will make money. Selling high in a downtrend will make money. Can you see the difference there? Because if you are telling me now you buy low when the market is going down, the downtrend momentum, I can tell you this is suicidal. Now, the last few weeks is all right. People have been asking me, Kel, you've been shorting the market. I say, where you short? You short the support level? I say, no, we short when the market goes up. They were like, huh? How can you short the market when it's going up? I say, wait, we didn't short as it's going up. We short when it went up, and when it's curving in, then we short from the very top. Do you understand? This is a very different, it's very different from actually selling, breaking support level. It's very different. All right, so this is a joke, like I say, but of course, this is not. 22nd of April on Friday, during the MAO. Now, you know the MAO is we usually have it between 11 to 11:15. Now, I really, really apologize. Now, you must understand, my friends, I'm not a professional YouTuber. Neither am I paid by like a broadcasting, company, whereby all the data are all settled by them. I have to dig out my resources, do my MAO, my preparation work and stuff. And every day itself, there's so much news coming in. Right? Not everybody can complete this chore or this job within a time frame. So sometimes it could be 11 o'clock. I try my best. Sometimes it could be 11:15, sometimes even 11:30. All right, so this one, no complaint anyway, it's free, by the way. All right, so what happened at 11:10 that day on the 22nd of April, Friday? I already specifically tell you that I'm very confident because my KSI is red in color. I know the boys will be selling. So with that understanding is all right, the Nasdaq was trading at 13,695. So I give you a number. I even specifically give you a number. Now, some people, they will tell you, oh, market may go up, but might come down. Market may go down, may go up. It's a lot of nonsense. To me, it's all right. I give you a specific figure, 13,460. So if you look at it, right, from 13,695 to 13,460, these two numbers, right, easily itself is about 245 points. So if you were to short the Nasdaq for one single contract, you will make at least 245 US dollars. And if you do the bigger contract itself, you will actually pay about 2,450. So don't you think that such a MAO that gave you market views at 11 o'clock, it's not after it happened itself, makes more sense. All right, because a lot of YouTubers, they only cover what have happened and tell you, okay, and then this may likely happen, and they give a lot of discretional and both side views. But for me, I do it before it happened, and I tell you what's the number and let you consider. All right, so you think that I did a decent good job yourself, Nasdaq spot on, yeah? Do me a favor. If you think that I did a good job yourself, key the word Nasdaq spot on so that I can use this for my marketing. All right, once again, thank you very much. Now, again, for those who just joined us, right, today MAO is going to be very impactful. I'm not kidding you, right? Whether you're a student of mine or you're not my student yet or going to be our student soon, right? Today's MAO, especially towards alternate market views, is going to be very, very important. The data don't lie. The numbers can't lie because it's already there. So we need to focus on the numbers. All right, thank you once again, Susan, Daniel, Susan, Brian, Han Yu, Cheng Hui. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that, okay? All right, so the thing is this, what is going to be in stock for us, right? You see now that day itself, after we call for it, the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones down by 900 points. Think about this, right? This is crazy, right? Isn't it crazy? We already tell you what happened and it really manifests on its own. All right, despite that a lot of people are calling for buy, we probably had a few people calling for sell. Why is that so? Why are we able to call for sell? I will explain more in details because we don't like to just tell you things, we want to show you things. So apparently, right, one of our students, the last 2 days, I'll say that Thursday and Friday, profited as much as 5,949 US dollar trading. Capital size about 25,000 US dollars. Okay, so after 2 days of trading, profited 5,949 is a pretty good result. So all these are real students making money from the market. It's now missing you being part of it. So what happened? Take a look, my friends. Look at how drastic the selling is on last Friday. Now the numbers, like Apple is up minus 1.45% versus Google, right? What's the difference there? How come Apple, the thing is bigger? How come the box is bigger than Google, where Google is down by 3.95%? No, the box size is based on the market cap of the counter. So you can see one look, you know that Apple has the biggest market cap, about nearly $2.7 trillion. Then followed by Google, then Amazon, from Apple to Microsoft, sorry, my bad. Then after from Microsoft goes back to Google, then Google to Amazon, and Amazon to Facebook, or no, Berkshire also actually one of the bigger one, and Tesla too. All right, so this is how it looks like. Okay, anyway, the main point is this. The one that is going resilient, you can see is Tesla. Tesla is the only one that was pretty resilient compared, all right, to the bigger one. Facebook is actually down by, I don't know why you cannot see, it's down actually. All right, so what is the main concern for this week? Okay, the main concern is this, my friend. Okay, I kind of believe that, right, something big is going to happen. And I know that, right, by saying the next few statements, you're going to make us still be laughing though. I felt that the sun, S-U-N, yes, the sun right on top of us is all right, may be actually indicating something for us. Now, I know by saying this, again, you may say that, hey, Kel is going to hocus pocus again. I'm not saying that, but there is general, what they call charts to actually equates to the stock market. No kidding, all right? You should know by now, I'm those guys who really put a lot of effort on my R&D. I don't like to listen to people. I like to listen and then, research on it. And I felt that the dots are joining. So that's the reason why I'm informing you on the 30th of April, Saturday, this coming Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon, 2.5 hours, no break, one shot. I will explain to you why the Dow could be heading towards 31,411. And I pray that the market don't go down so early, because if the market goes down to this price before Saturday, then I don't know what to say. Okay, all right. Now this is only made available for all new and current TWB basic and premier students only. So which means that, right, if you're not a student, you cannot join in. And all the students who's coming in itself, right, they must register, and they also need to turn on their webcam so that we can see them. So if you are not our student, then you can't join. And of course, would there be a replay? There'll be no replay. One shot, only one time. Okay, so it will be from 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. And if let's say now the Dow Jones at 34,000, this particular price looks very, very good for a trader. Now I say again, it's a Zoom session. So of course you can listen to me. You can even put it on TV, Comcast, and watch it big. Then you can feel the heat of this potential trade. Yeah. All right. So once again, guys, this is only for students of mine. So if you want to be my student, is there a cheaper way out rather than paying thousands of dollars? Well, there is one. It's called a TWB basic class that we're going at $388. So if you think that, hey, this guy actually been quite right along the way, then pay me $388 to give you an opportunity to watch this Zoom. Will likely cover back your cost rather easily. All right, think about this. A 2,000 point movement here is all right. Even though the, let's say per trade, every $1 is 1 point. So if a good trade goes in and you can make back $300 US example, that will cover $388 Sing easily. So it's a very simple proposition here, whereby it makes sense. If you think that, hey, this guy decent, let's listen to him, then come. Okay, all right. So how to join us is all right, very simple. Go to Trade with the Boys Facebook page, send us a message and say, you know what, I want to join basic. Right, straight away you pay and you're in. So simple as that. Okay, think about this. Oops. Okay. Okay, I have live crowd in the office. That's why I got double sound. Okay. Hold on, maybe some malfunction here at the moment. For 1 minute. There we go. Okay, right. What a session that we had. What a session, you know. The session was incredible. We have a roaring success, all right. Not only a full crowd came in, there were actually people trying to get crashed, but we had to reject them. No choice. They tried, but sorry. Then the thing is this, not only their prices, more than, I think the total amount, nearly $4,000 worth of prizes was given out on the yesterday's session. And of course, what is more is that look at the crowd. They were all very happy. Let's take a look. This is the view here, and already this is already half of the crowd already because the first half went in and was not even prepared. So this is what happened, right, guys? This is those people who came in, they even put a lot of Facebook posting for us on our request, right? What a day. All right. Thank you very much for those who have participated during yesterday's session. Okay. All right. So that's why joining the TWB Basic makes a lot of sense. So contact us through Facebook and we will see you on Saturday. All right. Okay, now this week we have some data to take note of. The one big data to take note of is this one here, which is the core durable goods order. Okay, now this is something interesting. Take a look, everybody. Now the core durable goods are right. The previous time was a minus 0.6. Can you see that? It was minus. That's why there was a problem here. And now this time they're telling you that there will be an uptake. Now this is not price. This is saying core durable goods order. Okay, very simple. It's for long-lasting manufactured goods, excluding transportation. Okay, this because aircraft orders are very volatile, as we know. So sometimes it may push the order higher, may push the order lower. Okay, but the thing is this, they are looking at a positive 0.6% increment. I don't know. I don't think today will be good. I just got this nagging feeling, maybe 0.3. I just feel that way. So I can be totally wrong. Yeah. So to me itself, I don't think so. And if let's say the consumer confidence is lower because now people are getting a pissed off with what is happening right now in the inflation on US market and also what's going on in the Russia war itself, right? Maybe the consumer confidence may go down. With the stock market now coming off, why not? So all this information may push the market lower. Okay, it may push the market lower. So I kind of suspect that today, tomorrow's data may not be fantastic. Today got no data, yeah, FYI. Now, of course, on Wednesday, we're pending home sales and the crude oil inventories. There's something to watch out for. But the one that probably will basically make us watch this is the 20th of April. Now, again, 20th April is not because of the GDP Q on Q. No, it's not that. It's the earnings. But since the GDP is involved on that day, it will also give a heads up of the market. And of course, the initial jobless claim If this number is anything above 200,000, this will break the market. So again, I repeat, 28th of April is a very, very important day for all traders, long or short, it doesn't matter. You just have to be around. Either you square up a position or you put a hedge in between, because things can go very scary on 28th of April. Okay, so let's just go through first the usual stuff. What happened to the Friday's market? So initially, the Friday market, the market went up first. That was pretty cool. Then it was sideways, a little bit of profit taking, but still within control. But the moment Jerome Powell started to speak, oh my God, the selling was relentless. All right, look at it all the way. Now, this doesn't look like a market who understands there's a 50 basis point. This looks like the market itself who's being crazy here. But the thing is this, if there was really because of the 50 basis point, my point is this, the market should have done this, sell off all the way down to the low. Why would they want to do it so slowly? Does it make sense to you? No, it doesn't make sense. That means that the excuse they gave you about the 50 basis point is not real. Everybody knows it. I'm sure anyone can tell me there'll be 50 basis point based on what they read in the papers. So to me, it's all right. The 50 basis point was just a show. The real thing is this. This is what we call distribution. This is what we call as distribution. That means that the market is trying to distribute without hurting the bottom line. That means that, right, they want to slowly sell, slowly sell, slowly sell, slowly sell, so that, right, they can get the equities out of the market. This is how I feel it, if you ask me. Okay, so to me, if this is going to be really distribution, then of course there's only one answer to this. That means that the bigger selling is still on the way coming. No kidding. If this is distribution, then that means there will be more selling coming in soon. All right, if I'm actually right. Again, I done the disclaimer earlier itself, so please make sure you do your own personal what they call risk assessment. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Again, PowerPoint is not easy to do anything at the same time. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so the Dow plunged by 900 points. In fact, one of the low, the day low was down by 1,021 points, I think. I remember. All right, it fell for the fourth straight week. Now, this is a very important key factor. The Dow Jones is down for 4 weeks in a row. Now, this is not good. When the market corrects, down 1 week is very, very normal. Down 2 weeks is still within acceptable. Down 3 weeks, a bit of question mark. Down 4 weeks is not a good sign. Right, so the thing is this, what happened? Let's take a look. Now, the Dow Jones suffered its worst one-day loss since the throne of the pandemic, as the latest rough of corporate earnings and the prospect of rising rates spur a wave of selling. But the question is this, we all know the pandemic is almost over. The corporate earnings were pretty okay, pretty decent, not say fantastic, but decent. And then the interest rate thingy was already there. What's no big deal? We all know what. I mean, unless you're living under a rock, then you won't know, right? So apparently, what happened is that we see United Health down by 3%. And it, by itself, it shaved off 100 points already. Oh my God. I didn't know that, no? Wow, so big, huh? And Caterpillar also took 100 points from the stock 30 stock average, down by 6.6%. Okay, so that means that these two, 1.3% worth 100 points, 1.6% worth about 100 points. Okay, so the two of them together is 200 points. So that means out of 700 points, 200 points was contributed by United Health and Caterpillar. Wow, okay. All right. Then, of course, the main thing is this is the fourth straight week of decline and the nine losing week of 11 for the Dow. Wow, okay. So the S&P posted 2.8 weekly loss, making a third straight week in a row. All right, so think about this. All these are not the first day, not the second day, weeks already. Then why people are still calling for buy? That is the big question mark that I have. Okay, so now central banks hawkish and the bond yields back up, going again, moving markets. All right, so central bank being hawkish, we already know that already. Bond yield going up itself is really expected. Is it true? Yes, of course. If the bond price is coming down, the yield will go up. This is really 101. All right. Now the question is only, will there be a 75 basis point? Come on, the history has shown US market don't really raise up 75 basis point in one shot. Maybe 150 point first, then a couple of days later, 25. Okay, at least what I know, my last memory, I can be wrong, yeah? So of course, you can see that Loretta was being asked this, but her reply was standard. she don't think we need to go there, but she support a 50 basis point. Okay, so you support but don't want a higher number. Why? Because you also don't want the market to come off too fast, right? So a lot of people staying safe. All right, so now we all know that this April is actually supposed to be the seasonal buyout month, right? Yes, indeed. Then why is the market price so bad? Well, this is what's happening. So all these things tells you that, right? Okay, things are not going correctly at the moment right now. So let's take a look at the bond. This is the Japanese bond. Sorry, that's the US bond. You can see now, right, it's 2.83% already. It went to 2.9. In fact, I think it pulled back because why? There's some buying on bonds. Now, why the bonds buyer come in? Because it's so cheap now. The bond price is so cheap now that the yields is so high. So the only thing is this: if I got money, right, and I look at the yield, hey, give me a 2.83% paid coupon, and it's better than putting in a bank. The bank give me only a 0.05. Then of course I should put my money with a fixed D, or at least a bond. So what is happening now? You can see that the market is definitely comfortable to be above the 2.7 mark itself. So this could actually push it up to my target, which is 3%. I already said this since last year. Okay. All right, so you can see that this is really how it developed throughout the period of time. Last week itself was here, today it's actually here, but the market still continues to sell. It doesn't make sense. Okay, now look at the US dollar. Oh my God, the US dollar is 101. My God, okay. When it was just last year, sorry, when it was just during the so-called before the Russian came in, right? The dollar was only at 96. Now, please take down this, everybody. Really, I can tell you this, take down this, okay? Whenever there will be a war, any battle, and it does concern US one way or the other way, direct or indirect, especially direct, yeah? When you see there's this thing called war happening, just do one simple thing. Buy the US dollar. Yes, just buy. It hasn't failed. The last 25 years, whenever there's a problem, the US dollar will go up. I repeat, the US dollar will go up. Now, is it a mandate like to tell people that don't support bad people like terrorists and stuff like that? That's why you just make sure that you don't make money out of it. So the thing is this, but we cannot deny that from 96 to 101 really puts a lot of stress onto the gold market. Okay, I'll talk about this later. So take note of that. My target itself, where is it? I told you, right? My target is 103. And yeah, this was happening. Okay, now of course, if anybody is not happy with this itself, right, they can do what you do, right? So from 96, you can see the market went all the way up because the dollar is strengthening. Okay, very important. Okay, all right, so let's quick do review of what happened on Friday. Now on Friday itself, for us, for the TWB student, we know that it's below MLP, we know that it's below MA 200, we know it's below, we know that it's slightly above MA 30. So when the market opens, right, it triggered the BMB SL level, multiply by -1 times 1, right? Multiply, right? Sorry, my bad. You just take the when you break SL itself, right? Take this range here, is X, and you just do one more here. So that means that, right, get a X1 times 1. Okay? So when the calculation from this point to here itself is about 600 points. And did the market fulfill? Exactly as it is. Fantastic, right? So from here, what you see right now, you can see from the Dow momentum. The Dow was just basically toying around, but we all know that if you look back at the screen again, right, below OP, below P2, all my students, what should you do? Below OP, below P2, what should you do? Just key your answer right now, all right? All right, today itself, I'm sure got some public crowd joining us because they saw what happened on last Sunday, which is yesterday, and they were impressed. But of course, impressed by the event is good, but to be impressed by the system is even better. So dear student of mine, if the market is opening price is now trading below OP, below P2, what should we do? What's the model answer that we have for us? I'll wait for you right now. Key in, I'll take some water. Right, I'm looking for model SOP answer. Okay, So the answer is short. Okay, you are right. Chihao, sell. Jason, Peter says sell. Okay, Leslie, you also say sell. Yes, Brian, every CCYR is a classic sell. Yay, Brian, absolutely fantastic. Your care. All right, Serene Pay, CCYR sell. Okay, good enough. Alex says short. David says sell. All right. Mary also says sell. CCYR sell. Daniel, very good. Every CCYR sell. Yay, absolutely brilliant. Okay, any CCYR also sell. Also correct. Dennis, Jonathan says sell. Every CCYR sell. Okay, Anthony, you also got it correct. Yeah. Okay, guys, you can see right now, right? There are so many students. They are not with me right now. At least not all of them. All right, and they are able to give the same answer. So think about this. If you have the answer, that means from 6 a.m. in the morning, all my students will know that below OP, is OP by the way, below OP, CCYR, meaning you see the color change from yellow to red, you just sell. Yellow to red, you sell. Now, students, if you see multiple green dots, what does multiple green dots say? Multiple green dots says what? Tell me. Right, multiple green dots say what? And of course, while you're on the multiple green dots, right, there's one more thing to note, the star. Why is there a star? Then what can we do? If the market, right, if a star, we always draw two lines at the high and the low, right? And if the market breaks below the lower line, what do we do? Come on, guys. So there's two questions here itself, right? When you see multiple green dots, that's actually, along the chart. What does it mean? And then if you see a star, when the market breaks below the SL of the star, what do we do? So all these things itself, I want to see your answers right now. So Dennis, big movement coming. Yes, indeed. This is absolutely right. When you see multiple green dots, many students asked before, and I will tell you this, the answer is very simple. There will be big movement soon. Big, how big? Big enough. So that was what we already said. And truth be told, look at the Dow. The Dow came down 500 points, 300 points, or 400 points without batting an eyelid. All right. And because the star is there, indeed, the star is there, we need to put two lines here at the high and the low. And look at it. Once the market breaks below the SL, the market just sell. Wow, look at it. This is incredible. And of course, as you say, correct. If it's below OP, any below P2, any CCYR is a sell. Look at it. Any CCYR is a sell. Now, a lot of schools, when the market actually came down so much, they will call for buy because they'll tell you that, hey, market has bottomed out. That is absolutely not allowed when you see below OP, below P2. Now, not every day we'll see below OP, below P2, as all students will know. And this is only for premier students. So the thing is this, if you want to think, you just think about this, if you just follow what we just said on last Friday, you shorted here at A, and then you shorted here at B, right? Just these two trades alone will make you $3,000 richer. If you're lucky enough, can go even 10,000. Think about this, my friends. This is what you need to do. You don't change the rule. So now you understand why itself a lot of traditional traders, when they saw the market bottom out here, they went into buy. But for us itself, we add on the pressure to sell down as it is. Okay, thank you very much, Desmond. Right, watch out for big movement. See the star, draw two lines, break below level, sell CCYR. Fantastic, Desmond. Very, very good. Outstanding, yeah? All right. Okay, so now you can understand why our TWB students are very happy. Now, next one is the gold market. Now, I'm not too sure whether you listen to my MAO or you listen properly. I will tell you this. If the US dollar is going to go up, the gold market will be coming down. This has been upfront because the US dollar, the gold is pegged to the US dollar. So naturally, if the US dollar rises, right, that means strengthening the dollar, then of course the commodity itself will technically reduce in value. You understand? Yeah, so since last time itself, right, we already can see this, okay? So of course, when the market breaks below the MLP, oh my God, that's bad, and goes below the pivot and the MA. So 3 reasons to sell already there. So what do you think will happen? And indeed, right, the market really came off. So the question is this: did you make money? That's very important. Let's take a look. Okay. So as you can see, the market has been intraday ding dong ding dong. But once it loses the pivot one, the market just keep on selling. Okay, so once again, this speaks for itself that why we need to have the pivots, why do we need to have the colors, and of course, if you have the star is around you, then you know that this is time to watch out for this. Take a look. Now this pivot line can stretch as long as it's usable. So you can see now why the market couldn't really go past this. Now for it to to trade around here is still too difficult, right? But why the market why the particular movement just cannot go past it? Because there is reason for everything. Okay, so if you take this advantage of this and you saw the green dots, you know that it's going to be this movement or this movement. Pretty simple. Just go and try. And if the market goes down instead, then congratulations. That's how it works. All right, simple, right? Easy, right? And definitely consistent. All right. So if you think that the TWB system is easy, simple, easy, and consistent, yeah, right now, TWB is as simple, easy, consistent. If you think that TWB is, can you key the word SEC? Right. If you think that TWB system itself is simple and easy and consistent system, type SEC right now, so that this is, tell yourself that we just have to follow and trade according to the rules. All right. So FYI again, guys, we're now at 87 mark. Let's push the number past 100, shall we? The last time was 100 about 1 month plus ago, because I'm going to go into a lot of fundamentals, and I really want you guys to tell your friend to listen. All right, tell a friend now, because the next 5-6 minutes is going to be global news. Then we'll move into the big one, which is the alternate market news, and that is the one that your friend should really listen. Especially your friend have been lamenting to you that, hey, they are losing a lot of money in the stock market. They listen to some people, they buy stock market, they think market is bottom, they bought stock market. All these people, tell them to come and listen, because they really will benefit from here. I'm not kidding you from this moment right now. Okay. Okay. Let's look at some of the local news and look at the important news. Yeah, because today I was so tight with time. I have no time to crop up the numbers and start the stats. I'm going to give to you straight right now, right in your face. Okay. So first of all, it's some local news first. Singapore has further eases the COVID measurements, remove trade tests for fully vaccinated travelers. Okay, so we know that now this is happening to us in Singapore. So good. Let's hope that nothing happened. Let's just have a good time. All right, that's for Singapore. But then another part of the world like Shanghai, no, not so good. Shanghai blockage, COVID hit buildings, fueling fresh outcry. Now, of course, you can see that people in Shanghai now, they are actually saying this. Okay, it's not in this article, not in this article, but my own research. They're saying this. They really said this. Never in their wildest dream in a city like Shanghai would they be stuffed despite having money on hand. My God, they are actually saying that now they have money, really got money at hand, but they can't even find a packet of noodles. They can't find vegetable. They can't find fruits. Because why? No one is allowed to travel to pass them the food. Yes, they will just live by whatever ration is given to them, but it's not enough. And people is getting very pissed off. Okay? All right. Because they really want the dynamic zero policy. Okay. This article is all right. It's still not so bad. Okay. All right. This is the ration that they get. Okay. You see that? Okay. This is the ration here. So, okay lah. I mean, you put it this way, got Pepsi Cola, got some bread, some biscuit, and don't know what is this, but okay. But then again, to feed a family may not be enough, right? And the thing is this, they basically whatever they have, they just pack it and go. So some family will have this, some family have that. And because they're not allowed to move around, so they can't even exchange. Okay. But what I read is something worse. Apparently now, right, in some part of Shanghai, on this article, all right, the people are getting so pissed off that they are actually fighting the police. Yes, they are fighting the police, and not one or two, no, my friends. It's basically thousands of them all gathered down They decided they have enough of COVID. They want to go with no COVID measurement. That means they're going to push away all the measurement, all the blockage itself. This is going to get into a fight, right? Obviously. Then the police came in and the army came in. So think about this. This is how bad it is in China right now. Okay, I want to get a clip for you, but sorry, I have no time to do that. I'll try to put it up as soon as possible on our Facebook. Yeah. So this is what's happening in China, and that's the reason why China stock market now is really down. Let me see, let's take a look at China market now for a quick one. Yeah. Let's do some inference here. Okay, let's take a look at China now. Oh dear, China stock market has broke below the very important technical point. Oh my God. Okay, remember this. This was a day whereby the Chinese government came in with their plunge protection team to pump up the market almost 1,000 points, yeah, 1,000 plus points, in fact, right? And I told you this: take the MLP and then do the computation, which is the blue line. Truth be told, when the market came back down here, the market bounces perfectly at the MLP, rebounded. Now it came down and it reside now perfectly here itself. Now, this tells you problem, guys. If really the market closed below the blue line today, I can tell you this, the selling is going to come. The selling is going to come. Now, this is not the first time the government tried to do. So later on, when I go to the charts, I'll show you where were the time where the government funds came in and how it failed along the way. Okay. So of course, moving from China to France. Okay, to France now, right? Macron beats far right rival Le Pen. Now, of course, to be honest with you, right, I didn't see it as a surprise, because if Macron is to lose this and Le Pen wins this, I tell you, she will extract France out of NATO immediately. And I tell you this, if she does that, oh, you cannot imagine what happened to NATO. It will collapse. Of course, it will collapse. So I'm not even half surprised with the ongoing war right now in Russia and Ukraine. I'm so sorry. I can bet with my last dollar, I know that Macron will win, because why? He's an advocate, right? He even went down to Ukraine just to show that he's a good president. Okay? So sometimes in life, not too difficult to understand this. So that's why Hong Kong now briefly dropped by 3% today. So let's read the news. Okay, what the reason? They dropped because of the technology index. Chinese video company Bilibili, okay, down by 4.89%. Alibaba dropped by 3.64%. Now, I already tell you this, Alibaba, don't buy already. I keep on saying this and people still keep on buying. I understand we want to support Alibaba, but you cannot support it recklessly, all right? This is going to kill, my friends. This is going to really kill. So let me see. Alibaba got Hong Kong one, right? Okay, here we go. Jojo Papa. See that? Look at it. Look at it. Oh my God, it's still coming down. Okay, it's still coming down, and we are going to likely hit back to the low again. Now, there's a very good reason why Charlie Munger have already cut his losses, right? Now, look at it. This is what I mean by when the market is downtrend, right? There will always be periodic recovery. But your job as a trader is not to buy here. I know that buying here itself, the shock part is that you get the low of the time. But I think that it makes more sense to be a trader to short on the downtrend here, so that you can maximize your gain, and you can use your gain to double up, double up, double up. That makes more sense. Don't you agree? If you try to buy bottom, every day you're praying that the market will run up by itself. But do you know that the risk involved is very high? And every time when the market doesn't go up itself, right, the selling could be much more crazy than you can think of. So anyway, this is where Hong Kong is down. Now, Zelensky definitely is not going to get himself to do the peace pact. Now, look at it. He keep on asking the senior US official to ask for more powerful weapons. They keep on asking. So this is not asking for peace. This is on to fight. All right. So again, that's why the humanitarian corridor has failed, definitely. So Maribor will definitely become the fighting zone. And I told you last week already. And Elon Musk is quite cute, though. Elon Musk actually confronted Bill Gates for shorting Tesla. Okay. So what you're trying to tell me? Say that you don't like Bill Gates. Now, of course, this is not the first time that this Bill Gates and Elon Musk have their cross. Okay, so anyway, to him himself, of course, you short my stock, I'm not happy lah. Okay, so it's an article on this, you can read on your own. Quite interesting though. Now Netflix wants to do this sharing password thingy. I tell you, it will be damn stupid to do that. Now, once the moment, right, you start to make account for the share password, right, and pay it, right, I can tell you what happened. I will quote this from Kevin, one of the very famous US investor. Okay, yeah, I like his what do you call his view. So I'm narrating you what happened. He says this. Now you think about this. Let's say I bought it. I use Netflix. Okay, I'm an owner. Okay, user. Sorry, I subscribe to Netflix. Okay, then because of Netflix, right, I cannot share password, right? So I share it to my sister, staying different from me, different place. Then after a while later, right, this thing came out, and I received an email from, let's say, Netflix, say that okay, I can no longer send my password or use my password or share my password. So I'll call my sister up and say, dear sister, all right, I received this from Netflix. All right, are you watching Netflix? Then now with the pandemic almost over in a way, everybody going to work itself, lifestyle resume, nightlife resume. Who will watch Netflix as it is compared to pandemic time? So likely my sister will tell me, say, God, sorry, I don't watch anymore. I watch it very little. Then for me, I don't watch it anymore too. Then of course, if you don't watch, I don't watch, right? Then of course I just cancel lah. I'll just have to cancel my subscription. Why would I actually extend my subscription if you actually take away one of the benefits that I initially thought is good? So to me itself, right, it's damn silly and dumb to even do this. I can tell you this, all right, if they were to implement this, more selling will come. Really, I can tell you this is crazy, it's nutcase, and if you want to do that, they will not lose only 200,000, man. To me itself, that they'll lose even more than that itself. Not my word lah. We can take a little bet on this. All right, to me is that they have made their money. They should really now think how to improvise and make it better, all right, than rather do all this of nonsense stuff, in my opinion. Yeah. Now Warren Buffett is on the roll, definitely. Hey, why not, right? He's the guy who will buy when market is down, isn't it true? So Warren Buffett now, the Oracle of Omaha, all right, has a 23 billion cash to work with. Okay, of course he already used it for a company like insurance company. They bought more Occidental Petroleum and then bought Hewlett Packard. Okay, let's talk about this Occidental Petroleum first. Okay, yeah. I don't know what you guys understand from mind sharing itself. I already told you this, guys. If you want to buy Occidental Petroleum and you want to buy it, and when it's moving up, right, wait for it to come down first. I already told you, right, $54 based on the moving average itself will be a good price to buy. If you want to buy it at a very good price, try at about $48. Okay, I already told you this already. Now, this is where Warren Buffett bought in. This is where the news leak out. This is where he add on. So you look at this A, B, C. So now where are we? We are now about the same price that he added. So we are break-even level for C, but we're not at B yet, right? Because B is $48. So there's still some room to go. Now, if you want to buy where Warren Buffett buy, then you wait for it going to $37. But will it come down or not? I don't know. So I rather tell you this, I told you before, I'm expecting Occidental to come down to trigger my MA soon. And if nothing goes wrong, I will be buying this up again. This is how I see it back then. And I've been repeating this for longest of time. Now, trading is not about buying when the price goes up. Trading is preparing to buy as the price comes down. The trend is uptrend. It's undeniable. So every pullback, I look to buy. Every pullback, I look to buy. Can we have an understanding here? So now, if you can understand this, isn't this potentially a pullback? Yes. Then what will happen if it breaks? Good. Because now, once the price goes higher, this is where I buy. All right, cool. Understand? If you understand what I just said, so regarding the Occidental Petroleum, please key the word understand. Okay? Because I have received at least 3 emails and 2 messages telling me, Cal, what to do now? Occidental Petroleum is down. I said, huh? I say already, if you cannot take this out swing, you stay out first. I already tell you, the US stock market most likely will be going down and up already. I already tell you that. Yeah? Okay? All right. Wow, we have 99 people on screen right now. That's cool. Can we break 100? Okay, now I'm not a YouTuber. I don't survive on monetization of my Facebook nor my YouTube. I survive based on giving classes as well, and then of course on trading. So that's why we want you guys to benefit of this. Oh wow, we have 100 already. Congratulations to all of us. Okay, all right, been a while. We see 100 now. Of course, to me it's all right because I'm not a YouTuber. 100 to me is a pretty big number. I know some people are 200, 500, 1,000. I know that make it more, nothing a molehill, but okay lah, it's a personal thingy. So okay. Okay, guys, this is the news on here. This is the one that I want you to pay attention now from this very moment. Yeah, quickly share to your friends because this is going to be the big one. Oops, what happened? Oops, what is this? What did I do? Drama cool. Okay, ignore, don't know what happened. Okay, guys, this is what happened. Now, today is the 25th of April. We have some data to watch out for. Okay, first data. Today, before market open, we have Coca-Cola. Today, right, we have Coca-Cola before market open, the big one. Okay, Philip is also considered big. Watch out. Then after that, it's all right. After that, there's nothing much for aftermarket. But before market again, we have 3M, we have PepsiCo coming in. All right. But then the big one, the really big one, come on, this is the one that is a big one. Microsoft, Alphabet, Visa, Chipotle. Now, these few are going to be the main ones, okay? But that is still 26th of April. Then after that, Boeing. All right, we have Meta. Now, I tell you this, in my opinion, Meta is going to get it. All right, I don't think the data, the info, the earnings will be good. All right, it won't be good. All right, in my personal opinion. Then Twitter will definitely get it. Caterpillar may rebound a little bit. Mastercard, McDonald's, okay, big ones. But the biggest of all is Apple and Amazon. These two, plus Intel and Robinhood, all these is going to be big. And this is actually, which day is that? This is 28th of April, right? And you see that? 28th of April. Now, let me tell you about Apple. Very important. Now, Apple is going to make or break this market. It's going to make or break this market. Yes, if Apple can do and give us very good earnings, the stock market will definitely rebound. But the thing is this, would it have happened? That's a very important thing. Question is, iPhone 13 has been stepped up in China. So definitely that will help the business a bit here and there. But overall itself, right, it's the next one. Do we have another product for Apple? So to me, is this. Amazon most likely be hit because lesser people now are sending stuff. So on that day, we have Twitter, we have Apple, we have Amazon. I think this is going to be a very big day. Market volatility will be at the highest, and I believe that, right, it's going to make or break your account. So 20th of April, I will do a suggestion for you. One, stay out. Stay out, wait until the market comes down, then we go back in the market. Number two is actually go for it, but put a stop loss that's nearby and consider to flip a position if it's necessary. Okay, so that is why I say 28th April is a very important day, not only on the indexes itself, plus also the individual stock, which is Amazon, Apple, Twitter, Caterpillar, Intel, Robinhood, and stuff. Now on Friday, we have something like ExxonMobil, Chevron. Okay, this one, we must take a look. Now, I'm quite bearish on this one. AstraZeneca, I think that they will not do very well. All right, so watch out for all this. So this week is going to be a very big week as far from Tuesday all the way to Thursday. That means from Microsoft to Alphabet to Meta to Twitter, Amazon, and Apple. All right, this is going to be a very crazy week, traders. Please know when you're going to have the data. Is it before and after? Yeah, very important. Okay, so got it. That is what I want to share with you regards with the what they call news. Now let's go into the alternate market news. Okay, this is where things get a little bit one more level higher, right? Apple will release after market close, correct? It will impact Friday's market. Yes, it will impact Friday's market, Nicholas. Yes, definitely. Yep. Okay, so be careful, yeah, but I'm sure the market will not wait until then to react. Probably the market will react before that already. Okay, all right, let's go to the alternate market news right now. This is where the bulls and bears comes together, and of course, this is where the data and news are not found much in the mainstream media. Now, for alternate market news, it's all right. I usually goes very deep to find for you very sexy news, and definitely we must have the back, what they call support of the data must be clean and the data must be real. Okay, before I release them. Okay, let's go. About 7 slides. Let's go. First one. Now, first of all, remember this is how I already told you what will be happening, and I tell you now why am I so concerned on this coming 30th of April. Okay, I'll come back to this shortly. Yeah. Now let's take a look here itself, guys. This is what's happening now. Now the Fed Fund Rates tool are showing that there will be at least 10 more rate hikes coming in for this year, and it's all priced in. I repeat, priced in already. But the best part of the whole thing is this: they are also pricing in that there will be rate cuts next year. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this: this like Federal Reserve now is telling people that I want to have rate hike all the way to push down inflation down ASAP. I don't care, but I will do it. Versus next year, I will consider cutting it because I need to stimulate the economy. So you understand? Well, how confused are they? Either you raise or you don't raise. You're telling me now you raise but you cut later. Then your point is, so apparently now the market is looking at 50 basis points. That's for sure coming week on the 5th of May. But of course, right, there's a small chance now at 35% rate of a 75 basis point hike in June. Okay, June, not May. Okay, so this is where it gets scary. Okay, take a note. This is the recently the market coming down, the 60-40 index. So which means that it's not only just Dow Jones, actually a combination of indexes. Now what happened? Take a look. The market sold down too much, we understood. Then suddenly out of nowhere, there's a short squeeze, right, where every stock just go up by its own. So definitely someone has orchestrated the selling so that at the bottom they know what to do. It was very clear. To me, it's a no-brainer. We are the one who have been played out by the boys. But what is more important is this. After that itself, right, you notice that the price is coming down rather dramatically. And it's going to be coming down to this point here. And if it comes down to this point here itself, right, that means a lot of counters will go down to lower level, right, compared to what they're feeling now is a downtrend. Okay, wow, David, good to board to Cambodia. Thank you for coming down all the way, David. All right, now take a look now for month of April, from S&P 500 to Dow Jones Industrial Average to Nasdaq Composite Index to Dow Jones Transportation to Russell 2000, Nasdaq 100. So in short, the 6 big indices, look at them month on month. That means that this is the start of the month, right? Right. Now the current price is all below the start of the month. So that means that, right, the market is in serious trouble, and some of them is as low as down by 9%. What is that? Nasdaq. Now, I'm not too sure about this, guys. I've been calling sell on Nasdaq for the longest of time, the last 2 months. And yet there are people who are trying to buy the Nasdaq. Really, my friends, you can't. Because why? This Jerome Powell is going to turn off the tap. When you turn off the tap, there's no more liquidity. The market will get exhausted. That's it. Stock market itself, right, is made out of money. It's the money that was around available the last 13 years that saw the market to down 34,000. I mean, put it this way. Imagine you tell someone else like 10 years ago, and you tell him, okay, the Dow go to 34,000. I tell you, the guy will laugh until the teeth come out. Because the last time itself, right, we only saw the highest point was 16,000. So 16,000 itself to go to 34,000 is almost double, right? In fact, the high is 6,000. It's incredible, right? It's double, in fact. Sorry, my bad. So don't you think that people will like be laughing? But now you can see. But why is that so? When you put $9 trillion into the market, right? I can also make the stock market go higher. How difficult can it be? All right. So now we have a problem, guys. Watch this. This is scary. Now, this is from Bloomberg, yeah, not from me. Stocks are just starting to wake up to STIR reality. What is STIR? Anybody know? Stocks are just starting to wake up to STIR's reality. All right, what does it mean? Anybody? Can you tell me what STIR means? Right, David, have a safe trip. Yeah, thank you for listening to us, even though you are in an airport now. Fantastic. So I salute you. Yeah. Okay, anybody? Can you tell me what's STIR supposed to mean? Now, don't tell me it's stir. Okay, I also know stir. It's not stir. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. Still not having any replies yet. Everybody's trying to find for me, or I just happen to be jam break. Right. For those in the office, can you just type something? Let me see whether is there any problem with my comment box here as well. Just type anything. Testing also can. Just let me see whether is it popping up. But just now got this connection issue drop, right? So not too sure is it being dropped. Yeah. Okay, in office. Okay. All right. Okay, so seems to be okay. All right, what is STIR? STIR is an acronym standing for short-term interest rate. Okay, yeah, it's an acronym. It's a real terminology by the financial people. And the options and futures contract on these rates are referred by institution traders and STIR futures or STIR options. Okay, the category of STIR derivatives includes future, option, and swaps. Okay, so simply put, okay, what does it mean? That means that now finally people are really realizing that, right, the STIR is going to affect the market. Right, now you can see that this is something interesting. In month of November, month of December, month of January, month of February, and month of February, you notice that, right? The two data point, right, is always neatly together. Yeah, right, neatly together is interest rates and the stock market. But suddenly it's all right. Don't know what happened in March. Suddenly the pressure is still there for the yield, but the stock market on its own rallied. But now after this one is over, the way it's coming down is as if that it never happened. So what is happening right here? That's a question mark, right? So not too sure. But the thing is this: if we are to follow what I have seen previously, then mathematically speaking, we may see the Nasdaq going down to as low as 11,000 points. Now this is going to be crazy. Now Nasdaq, as we know right now, is only like how much? Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Hold on, yeah. Okay, currently now the Nasdaq is trading at 13,356, right? Down by 363 points or 2% last week. But for it to drop down to 11,000, wow, that is a real jump of nearly 2,000 plus points. Do you think it's feasible? Do you think it's possible? Okay, that is my point here that you must consider very deeply, yeah? All right, now watch this. This is it's a joke and a market. What do you see? Sorry, yeah, there's some. Okay. Wait a minute, something went wrong on my side here. Okay, never mind. Okay, so what you can see over here is all right. This is what happened. Now, Putin invaded and crude oil price from here, from $96, jump all the way to 129, I understand. Then after that, dramatically, it came back down all the way before Putin invaded. Question mark, don't know why. Then after that, the market goes up all the way. Okay, but this time around, you can see a very clear, significant lower high, right? Not a good sign. Then after that, Joe Biden came in and said, you know what, let's pump more oil, use our reserve to pump. So of course, he committed to pump and we believe that he pumped. But then the oil came down, right? So maybe that was working for him. But now you can see that oil came back up again. All right, I'll say this myself, okay? If let's say this is going to be the way we read Biden, let's say we take the highest point he has as a form of, for example, as a form of where he has this selling, then anytime if the market goes up beyond this figure, what will happen is that the price will go higher. Yes, because if the government funds have been trying to sell and here the buyers are coming in even stronger and manage to clear away, that will definitely means that the buying itself is very, very strong. And of course, if that is going to be very strong, the crude market itself going up, this is going to be very scary, okay? So the last one is all right, dear all. This is something very important. Now take a look. Now I shared this last week and I'm going to improvise this now. take a note here as well, right? This week carnage, right, or last week carnage in stock market, right, is definitely very scary. Treasuries are now at the cheapest level to stock since 2011. Okay, so now you understand this. Usually people don't buy bond, they buy stocks because stocks give them a higher return. All right, but the thing is this, now the bond price because of the yield has driven down all the way. Okay, that causes the bond is going to be in a very bad position. Okay, but the yield is high, the bond's low. So now the thing is this, if you look at this chart right now, ask yourself a question, okay? Ask yourself a question. If you're going to be an investor today and you notice that the S&P dividend is only paying you at 1.4% per annual, and the bond market yield is paying you at 2.9%, think about this. Which one would you go for? Think about this for one moment. Now, let me just explain to you the inverted yield curve first, of course. Now, why would there be inverted yield curve? The only answer to that is pretty simple. All right. If let's say you borrowed money from someone else, okay, let's say $10,000 and the person charged you, let's say 3% interest, okay, fair enough. But if you tell a friend that I want to use it for 1 year and your friend going to charge you interest, I mean, that's a loan shot at it, but just give you an example. Then of course he'll say I want 4%. Because why? You put it is the longer you take, you should charge, the person has the right to charge more. And that's why the shorter interest rate yields will be cheaper than the longer term. Okay. So then why would there be an inverted yield curve there? It's because probably your friend don't feel comfortable with you, all right, okay, and don't want to lend it to you. So in order to get the money, and you only give for 3 months only, you decided to increase the yield up higher to 6%. So now your short-term borrowing has went higher than the long-term borrowing. That's one way out. The other way is this, but because of that, all right, people are actually trying to do what they call buy, sell the new bonds. So what happened? It causes a lot of transaction, and they instead of buying at the longer term, they go the shorter term, and that causes another problem. Now think about this right now at this point. Take a look. Think about this. You can see that, right? Every time, whenever the bond yield is at the high, the S&P market itself, right, is actually going down. Agreeable? Yeah. Okay. So of course, inversely true. If the yield is coming down, then the stock market is going up. Okay, fair enough. All right. Because people, why the yield come off is because people start to buy more bonds. By sense, it's like that. So now the question is this now, with the two of them, the yield is actually different in such a figure, and now it's at the highest level that it was ever like this. That means that, right, based on history, there is a potential that there will be a little bit more uptick movement on the yield side first before it tops. And once it tops itself, you notice that that's where the yield comes down and the S&P actually goes up. So now what I'm trying to say is this, if the current situation now, if the bond give me much more money, almost 3 times, I will basically use my equity money to go and buy the bonds. Because now the bonds are cheap and the yield is high, and I'm here to be like security. So so what happened is I will actually do that. So that's the reason why I felt that, right, there could be one uptick of the yield to 3%. And that is whereby the market will feel the hit. They say that they're wasting their time and they may consider to either sell off your stocks or reposition a stock to something better so that they can protect themselves. Okay, got it? Now, if you understand this itself, right, please key the word got it. All right. SPR jump. Is there a SPR jump? I mean OS. Okay. All right. So there's a quote in the market that's called Tina is dead and the Fed killed her. So what is Tina, or who is Tina? Anybody know that? Is it something? It's another acronym. All right. Do you know who is Tina? So this is the quote ongoing right now. See, you learn things from us, right? Not only that, there's only market news and stuff like that. You learn extra stuff. So what is Tina? Why Tina? See, do you understand that? Okay. Anybody? Lost it, not my cup of tea. Okay, all right. Now, I also don't know what's Tina. Of course, I went to Google it, then I realized it. Okay, take a look, everybody. Tina, there is no alternative. It's a popular Wall Street acronym describing a key reason why equity remains so popular. Simply put, Tina says that investors will buy equities because all other investment opportunities are worse. Over the past few months, Tina has powered a strong recovery of the global equity market. All right. Now, this is a quote used since 2020. But now, today, Tina has an option. Tina has an option because now the yields are very good and the bond price is very cheap. All right. That's the reason why Tina is now available. Okay. Because there is alternative. So TIN, TIA, TIA. Okay, all right. So now you understand why itself now. Why am I saying that, right? Of course, July 2022 is a bit distant from now, but I'm not saying that it will reach only that it will be hit. But I'm saying that, right, from all the above sharing just now, you can feel that I'm actually pretty bearish with the market. And if you ask me itself, right, maybe by Wednesday that I will likely be looking to buy back some position, because I don't want to take the risk with Apple, because knowing Apple is pretty good. But I got this surprise that maybe Apple will come out pretty good. Yes, the earnings will be good, but their so-called forecast could be bad. Yes, because we all know that now the biggest market for them is China, and it's so much closure now, definitely it won't be good. Number two, very important thing is this, I say that after a good period of time itself, right, you need to take a break. If not, the market cannot go up. So I'm not half surprised if the market actually goes down from now till then. Okay, so dear all, once again, only new and current TWB student can actually join this. Whether a basic and or premier, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's absolutely free for students of mine. If you want to join, for current student, wait for me to send you the link. For those who are not my student yet, please join us, okay? And you will get to listen live, okay, from me. Now, backcam has to be switched on, and it's only based on invitation, based on registration. Okay, very important. Thank you. All right, so let's go to the final part, the charts. All right, the bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemming go is different this time. One of the scariest words that we use in the financial market. Yeah. All right, so we are in trouble. Okay, the China market is still staying below the blue line. This is not good. Okay, this is not good. Okay, so if I were to be looking at this, I suspect that there will be more selling and we could actually break the previous low. Yes. Now that means that the market itself had to drop by another 1,000 point, 1,000 point, if I had to be correct. Now I'm not saying that it will drop 1,000 point overnight. This is ridiculous. Okay, although it went up 1,000 point before, right? I don't think so. It may take a while. Now I promise you just now, right? I will show you some stuff here. Now, this is the China A50 stocks over the last 1 year plus. All right. Do you notice the few big, gigantic white color candle? Now, let me show it to you. Okay, here we have one. Okay, make it easier. I didn't understand. Do you see this white, gigantic candle? Yeah, that is the China funds coming in. All right. So what happened? The market came in pumping up, right? But once the market loses the MLP, all right, straight away selling came in. Now that was at a high at 18,000 level. So now after that, it's all right. The market tried to recover with a bit of movement, but no cigar. All right, until recently they pumping up again. So with that understanding, if you look at the chart again, all right, the MLP is going to be a critical thing, but the moving average itself has already confirmed the selling pressure. So it means that if the market loses this MLP, this is the last defense. It will go down even more. And I given you the potential of the downside already earlier. So let's just observe this. Okay. Now let's look at the US market for tonight. Okay. Now US market, look, no good. Now US market already broke the SL or the BMB and it went all the way down. Now the current moving average 200, MA30, MLP, all of them is below. Oh my goodness. So which means that now if the market stays below OP and it's triggered pivot 1, most likely it will come down to this point. What point is this? 33,517. Okay, this is going to be the first target tonight. If the market hits this level and said supported, expected, because this is a good support, right? Because the market dropped by more than 1,600 points from the high to low. But if the market loses 33,517, my goodness, there will be a free fall. I repeat, free fall. Now, you don't see me using this word that often, yeah, but I'm just informing you, free fall. If the market loses 33,517, there will be a free fall to 32,990. Now, again, you know, I don't use the word free fall at all most of the time, but if I use it, means that I'm very, very confident. Okay, all right, watch out for this free fall potential. Next, Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq has fell quite a fair bit already, right? So obviously now the next target, it will likely be aiming here, and that will be 13,082. Where are we now? 13,088, 388, 288, sorry. So we have 200 points away. Okay, all right. So same thing again. If the market cannot go up, stay below. Okay, below, yeah. All right, so Dow Jones is down, Nasdaq is down, S&P 500. S&P 500 also had the same fate. Below MA 200, MA 30, MLP, all negative. So which means that the first target now will be here, and that will be 41.79. Okay, where are we now? 42.54. So we are now how many points away? Almost 100 points. Crazy, right? Yes, it did. Okay, I know that I've been calling for sell, but there's something I can call for buy. At the moment right now, there's something you can call for buy. So if you are getting a bit tired, all the buy, and all the things, so then I can't help it, my friend. Now, Hong Kong has been sluggish this morning, but you can see that it's brilliant. Okay, it's now trading downwards, and it may actually trigger 19,820. Do you think that you go there itself, right? I cannot believe that you will go there because the whole thing looks good to go down. Now, if the market continue to go down, right, it will go for the KCB, and that is a yellow bar, and that is 18,944. So it means that once you win this, you will rather, you know, look at the downside here now. Okay, so from where we are now, 20,068 to now 18,944, we're looking at basically almost 2,000 point movement. Okay, almost there, yeah? So don't you think that, right, you should really consider to watch this, okay? All right, 1,000 plus points, right? 1,300 points, okay, my bad, yeah. Nikkei. Nikkei is also down. The Nikkei is down, although they like the dollar, but the yield is giving them problem. The Nasdaq is giving them problem. So likely the downside will be 26,349. Okay. All right. That's for Nikkei. Now DAX is not open yet, but DAX most likely will go down. Very clear. I believe DAX will hit 13,842. All right, it will hit down there. So now we are 14,060. I believe 13,842 will be quite an easy thing to be hit later today. Yeah, at 2 p.m. onwards. Crude oil, no good. This is there is. Now crude oil, I thought it's going up, right? Because of what's going on in Russia, Ukraine, but it didn't, right? So now it's coming off again. So what is happening? The dollar is pressurizing the crude oil, and of course, with the government idea, the government to push down this, I believe that there's a reason why the crude oil can be down so much. So if this is going to be correct, the downside can be pressured all the way down to here, and that's very low at 91 plus dollars. 91.30, 91.30 level there. Okay, so watch out for that, and also be take note. Currently now, right, the crude oil is below P2 and below OP. Yeah? So this is something to watch out for. Very important. Okay, so we are done with almost last 4 to go, which is gold, crude, okay, gold and silver. Okay, so gold, we already went through this horn here. Got this one here. Sorry, I bet one. Okay, gold itself. Where am I looking? Now, this morning, I already quoted to all my students, I'm looking at 1915. I'm looking at 1915 for gold today. Now, why is that? Why do I think that gold will go to 1915? Now, the rationale is simple because I believe the dollar is going to climb further today. And the dollar climbs further today, it will add more pressure to gold. And gold today's the technical point is 1915. So, of course, if the market breaks below OP, it may go even down even more. I'm quite sure that this will create a bit of problem. The market will fight over here at P2 today. So 1915 will be a good level to buy back your position. If you're going to squeeze the market itself right at 1907, that one is really squeezing the market, but choice is yours. Okay. Two more, three more. Okay, silver. Now silver has continued to drop. I already tell you that silver will drop, and it's actually really happening. So why is the silver dropping? Well, because silver itself, right, is something that the industry say they want, but they don't really need it. So that's the reason why when silver recently went up itself, right, I did share with them. If the price can go out to here, that'd be excellent. If not, itself, right, always prepare to on standby. Yep. So for now, silver itself coming down to this point here itself, it's going to be very high chance to $3.38. This is going to be a high chance to see silver. Okay, 2338. Okay. All right, last two is the Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum first. Now, Ethereum also continue to trade lower. Now, when Ethereum is not going to be moving up, right, that means there's no news. So Ethereum is to trade on its own. That means that it's going to go down to 2803 very soon already. All right, now it's 2863. We are very nearby itself. Okay. All right, the boys are selling, but the market holders are all okay. Okay, gold, Ethereum is done. Let's look at the final one, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trying a bit better than Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin is 38,000. It's the base, as I mentioned, 38,061. All right, it's below MA200, MA30, and now we almost below MLP. So this is terrible. That means that Bitcoin, anything happen, it may go down all the way again. Right, all the way again to 37,000. Okay, no way. Okay, that will be 36,000. Yeah, 36,929. That will be the figure to watch. Okay, all right, for Bitcoin. And I think that it will go there. I think it will go there. Okay. All right, just to summarize it once and for all for today, just take notice of today, tomorrow, market downside is particularly possible. Then, of course, we will look at Wednesday afternoon or evening to prepare. If the market is something like they become leakage and feel that the news will be good, we rather stay out from the market, right? To short the market, we can wait for a few more days, then to sell. For people who want to buy relentlessly, it's all right, then please kindly take note when you're buying, when the market is actually on a downtrend, right? It's very dangerous and you're basically hoping for the best. And there's no way you will know where is it at all. Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you very much once again for listening and tuning in itself. This is Cal signing off. Remember about our little date, yeah? Remember this one here, right? This is on the 30th of April, not July, yeah? 30th of April, this coming Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, one shot. Okay, that'll be all. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.